Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, We are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the Constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the Constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the Constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the Constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the Constitution of the zoo called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court. They cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit?
We observe a minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate our heroes, both the dead and the living, as we continue to fight on to see that Biafra is fully restored. Ise, Ise, Ise. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night to some of you, depending on your time zone. I bring you warm greetings. The photo you see on the screen is to affirm that one Nigerian terrorist politicians are actually the ones sponsoring the terrorist groups who carry out the massacre of babies, women, and children on daily basis. I salute all of you. As you join the program, please do well to share. Earlier this afternoon, we had our indomitable lobbies and legal representative on a live interview. And if you did not listen to that live interview, go and listen again. I will do well to download that interview and upload it again because now Facebook, they delete broadcasts after, I think, 3 months or 1 month or 2 months. So I'll do well to download it and upload so that you can always go back and review it. I salute our leaders that have lived before us and those that are still living, those that have fought for Biafra before us, those that are still fighting, our supreme leader, our prime minister, and all our other leaders, both those in the defense forces, those that are sacrificing their lives on daily basis so that we can have Biafra. These are the men and women that we will celebrate tomorrow. These are the men and women that we will remember as we count 2nd of December as 1 year anniversary since we redeclared the restoration of independence United States of Biafra. You are not going to be celebrating Sunny. You are not going to be celebrating Biafra independence because you have not gotten Biafra yet. You're going to celebrate the men and women that are in the battlefield. You are going to celebrate the men that have sacrificed their lives, the women and children that are dying in their sleeps on daily basis. These are the people you have to pay your homage to. You have to pay your homage to the heroes of Biafra. You have to pay your homage and loyalty to those that have died for Biafra. Let the sacrifice that you do to the death outweigh that of the living, because these are the men and women that their blood still speaks for Biafra. Their blood still speaks for Biafra day and night. Their blood still speaks for Biafra as we commune here tonight. If there were no Biafra Defense Forces, on the 2nd of December, while we gathered in Lati to ratify the referendum result of Biafrans from all over the world, which gave us the mandate to append our signatures on the declaration document. Without the Biafra Defense Forces, without our babies, women, and children who have paid the prime sacrifice, there wouldn't have been a Biafra. The Biafra you seek are those that are sacrificing their lives on a daily basis. I am no better than our women and children that have paid the price. I am no better than our BDF who are in the bushes sacrificing their life on a daily basis. These are the people that we need to pay homage to and to remember. But I feel so embarrassed when I watch on the media and I saw that people that traveled from all over the world to Finland, and on the 2nd of December, they appended their signature on the declaration document. They casted their votes, and the votes were counted. 517 delegates append their signature on the declaration document. Some of you claim to be doctors, some of you claim to be professors. Some of you claim to be engineers. Some of you claim to be lawyers. Some of you claim to be BSc holders, PhD holders, master degree holders, bachelor degree holders. Some of you claim to have ND certificate. Some of you claim to have NC. Some of you claim to have normal diploma that you just do mandatory courses for maybe 2 to 3 months. Some of you claim to be expert in many ways and manners. But do you know that the most foolish and silly ones have actually come out to be the educational illiterate? How can all of you gathered from the Western world, I believe only 1% of Biafrans were able to make it from Africa, whether North Africa, South Africa, East Africa, West Africa. Only 1% of Biafrans were able to make it from African continent to the convention in Finland. And on the 2nd of December was the day all of you carried out the ratification of the result. You all voted. A paper was going round and you all voted. The numbers of the delegate votes counted were 517. The delegate vote were not counted on the 29th of November. The delegate vote were not counted on the 30th of November. The delegate vote were not counted on the 1st of December. The delegate votes were done on the 2nd of December. And it was on this same 2nd of December that you all read the declaration document. It was on this same 2nd of December that you all pronounced, "We, the people." I'm going to bring it to the screen. Dr. Bryson Okeoma was reading. He did not read that declaration document on the 29th of November. He did not read it on the 30th of December. He did not read it on the 30th of November as well. He did not read it on the 1st of December. He read it on the 2nd of December. That was the day all of you echoed and say, "We, the people of Biafra, we, the people of Biafra, have hereby declared, based on the mandate given to us by the Biafran citizens, here represented by all the delegates here present in this convention in Finland." On what date? On the 2nd of December. For you to restore, to declare the formal, listen, that was formal declaration. Formal declaration of the restoration of independence. So after the formal declaration, what are you supposed to do? You have to come back to the drawing board. You have to now come back and start implementing every tools to eradicate the existence of the occupiers in your land. A very big question to all of you that made it to Finland, as you came back after the 2nd of December. What have you done after the 2nd of December? Have you delegitimized the existence of one Nigerian terrorist in Biafra land so that you can claim victory that you have Biafra land fully delegitimized of the terrorist existence? Have you? Have you also engaged? Have you also engaged diplomatic war on the terrorist existence of one Nigeria to eliminate them in Biafra land? These are the questions you need to answer. These are the questions you need to answer. If you have answered these questions, it means you know what you are doing. But looking at your result card and your report card, what many of you have done since you came back from the convention of 2nd of December is to fight the structure of BRJ, is to work in many ways to destroy BRJ, is to work to destroy the BDF, is to work to destroy the diplomatic circle, the lobbies and the attorney and everything that is happening in Washington, D.C. That is where all of you are fighting against. I want to see your result card. What you should do after the declaration of 2nd of December 2024. All the people that went to Finland, the professors and the bishops, the engineers, the PhD holders, the master degree holders, you all went to Finland, and then you signed a document. On that document, you signed it on the 2nd of December. You read it. Bryson Okoma took over 1 hour to read the declaration document on the 2nd of December. And all of you foolishly were echoing, yes, 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 as he read the declaration document on the 2nd of December. But after he finished reading, all of you now went and signed your signature on the same 2nd of December was when you all signed your signature. That was when you signed the declaration document. 2nd of December. The date you sign the declaration document is stipulated there, 2nd of December. But how far have your stupidity been? You now come back and start telling the people that, oh, the 2nd of December you sign on the document. You cancel it, oh. Hey, you don't take that one, use 29 of November. Near. You see why they say when you put something inside book, give black man, he will become very foolish. And this is not something that was embedded inside a book by a white man and given to you. You people, as black people, are the ones that compiled the declaration document. It was not white people that compiled it and brought it and then imposed it on you. No, you compiled the declaration document yourselves. All your names are there. There is no name of a white person that was there to compile the declaration document. It is all of you black people that compile it. All of you Biafrans. But after you finish compile it, you now denigrate the same document that you compile yourself with your hands. The second that is written, you want to turn the second to 29. Che! Hello. Anyway, I just dey wonder the people where do na this thing. I dey wonder the people where do na this thing. Honestly, I'm just wondering who did this. Who did this to all of you? Who did this to all of you? Eh, now, I want all of you to look at the screen. I want all of you to look at the screen. I want all of you to look at the screen. What do you see on the screen? What do you see on the declaration document on the screen? This is the declaration document that you all read in Finland. You all read this declaration document in Finland on the 2nd of December. You did not read this document on the 1st of December. You did not read this document on the 29th of December. You did not read this document on the 30th of November. You did not read it on the 5th of December. Neither did you read it on the 27th of November. You read this document on the 2nd of December. And it is stipulated there, second. And it was on that same second that you guys read this document and presented it to the world and casted your vote in Lati. Make una listen, oh. Wait, why is Bryson face not showing here? Make Bryson face so. Bryson, go ahead.
To recognize our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpan Joko. They have given our people hope. They saw the tribulations our people are passing through.
Please, I want to ask a very simple question. If you were in the convention and then you are arguing with me that your declaration of the ratification of your results and the declaration of independence was done on 29, please come to the studio and join me. Or you call this number on the screen. Call this number on the screen. I want to see the level of idiocy of some people tonight. Yes, I want to see. I want to understand something. I want to understand something, please. Did Bryce Odokioma read this declaration document on the 29th of November? Did he read it on the 30th of November? Did he read it on the 22nd of November? Did he read it on the 5th of December? Did he read it on the 4th of December? Did he read it on the 1st? Or which day did he read it? Was it on the 2nd? Then, while he read it on the 2nd, he still pronounced it that we the people, we the people on the 2nd of December, we hereby, we hereby, on the mandate of the Biafran people, after considering the referendum results of the referendum conducted from February to November 2024, we the people of Biafra, we the people here represented, please, if Bryson read this document on the 29th of November, please, I want to know. I want somebody to explain to me. Did Bryson Okioma read this document on the 29th of November? You see, the level of stupidity that some of you have is mind-blowing. You all claim to be in Obodo Yibo. Yes. You all claim to be in Western world. But you can't be very stupid past people waiting for Africa. You call yourself doctors, you call yourself professors, you call yourself engineers, you call yourself bachelor degree holders, you call yourself lawyers and attorneys and all this. All of you call yourself you call yourself PhD holders, call yourself master degree holders. But the declaration document that you sign, the declaration document that you read it on the 2nd of December, and it is dated there. It is dated. It is dated 2nd of December was the day you read it. It was the day you unveiled the referendum result. It was the day you counted. It was the day all of you in that room voted. All of you in that room casted your vote on the 2nd of December as delegate. When you hear of 517 delegates, that vote were not casted on the 29th of November. That vote were not casted on the 30th of November. That vote were not casted on the 1st of December. That vote were casted to ratify the referendum result that was unveiled on this very same 2nd of December. And that is the vote that ratified the declaration. And that is the vote that solidified this declaration document that was read on that 2nd of December. You did not do it on the 29th. You did not do it on the 1st, but you did it on the 2nd of December. So why are you people now coming back to disgrace yourself in the media? So you even drag a Konta and put inside. Yes. You drag Konta and put inside because Konta has become so foolish. Yes. Because he doesn't listen to what those that are actually piloting the affairs of Biafra are telling him. He wants to listen to what miscreants are saying in the media. So you people now drag Gunter. Gunter is now the one that now come and affirm you to be 29th of November. Chai! How can you people be so useless? How can you people be so useless? Gunter is now the one that affirmed that your Independence Day was 29. Because he has seen you people being so foolish on the media and projecting 29. But the declaration document that all of you went home with, it is 2nd of December that you all signed. Is that not a shame? Please, who no get this declaration document, make it tell me. Now, I'm going to bring the front page. And let me see if I can fast forward this declaration to the place where Bryson now make the pronouncement. Okay, I think this is the place. Listen to them. They are all shouting, USB, USB, USB. Hear them. All of them are shouting USB. And when did they shout the USB? It is when the declaration is read. The declaration is read that on the basis of the safe referendum conducted from February 2021 to November 29, and the Latin Convention the delegate vote authorizing using the outcome of the referendum. We hear that. And the delegate voted. So if all of you, 517 delegates, did not vote on the 2nd of December, how will your delegate vote of 517 validate the declaration document? If the 517 delegates did not vote on the 2nd to validate the self-referendum result on the 2nd of December, how would your declaration be validated? Here on the declaration document, it is stipulated, see it here written, that with the delegate vote of 517 with the delegate vote of 517. With the delegate vote of 517. With the delegate vote of 517. So, if you did not all cast your vote as 517 delegates on the 2nd of December, which declaration will you have said you have declared? You think that it is, you stand up, we hereby declare, you will hereby declare, hey, hello, Meru. I'm still waiting for somebody that is coming to come and challenge the declaration result. Oh. You see, when all of you signed the declaration document, after you all voted with 517 delegates, you signed that document, you voted on the 2nd of December. That was the day you all voted. That was the day you signed the document. That was the day Bryson Okioma read that declaration document. And you all echoed at the end of the day, USB, 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 USB. Chai! You all voted on the 2nd of December to rectify the document. And then you came back. You started having mental problems. You need to visit a doctor. You need to go and see a doctor. Yes. You need to go and see a doctor because your brain cells have been damaged. Because I can't imagine how people gathered in Lati. In the Lati that they gathered, the document that they signed, the day that they casted the vote, the day they counted the vote, the day they pronounced with their mouth and say, we the people, with the result that we have counted and with what we have done, we the people are hereby declaring the restoration of Biafra independence. On the 2nd of December, this is the day you people did all this. Then you came back and then you started shouting on another thing. All of you need to, honestly, you need to visit doctor because you all have problems mentally. I want all of you to take your time and read this declaration document. This is the first page of the document where Bryson read for you. Please, have you all read this document that I put on the screen? Because this is the document that Bryson Okoma was reading for all of you in Finland. What is written on this document? 2nd of December. 2nd of December. We, the officials, we, the people of Biafra, we, the people of Biafra, we, we have endured, we have endured, we, the people. On the 2nd of December, you all made declaration. But now, you came back and started shouting, this is the second part. This is the second part of it. This is the declaration part that goes down on the screen. Said, on the basis of the self-referendum conducted February 1st, 2024 and November Latte Convention delegate vote, authorizing using the outcome of the referendum, we, we are compelled to, on behalf of the people of the United States of Biafra, we declare the restoration of the independent United States of Biafra, comprising 40 states, 40 confederating states, on this day, December 2nd, 2024. On this day, December 2nd, 2024. Wait, is it that many of you have this declaration document in your houses, but you don't open it to read, to know the context of it? Is it that all of you have this declaration document and then you don't even know what is inside the declaration document? Then you were all doing your tell like bingo. You were doing your tell like bingo dog when they are telling you that your declaration document or your declaration of Biafra was on the 29th. And I saw some of you that even have beer like me, and some of you that even have beer that is white. I thought that you will have sense. You don't have sense. You're going about shouting that your restoration of Biafra was on the 29th of November. Then somebody will ask you, where is the declaration document? Go and bring it. When you open the declaration document, you now see 2nd of December. How will the person count you? History has it very well that the declaration that was done carried out 517 delegates. 517 delegates voted to have the declaration done. 517 delegates. 517 delegates. Without the 517 delegates voting to ratify the declaration document, the declaration on that day, voting to ratify the self-referendum result on that day, the declaration is null and void. So there is nothing like mouth pronouncement that Biafra is declared today or restored today. It is not mouth pronouncement. Even our Prime Minister said it, that the declaration of Biafra is not by mouth. It is not mouth pronouncement. A formal document needs to be extracted. That formal document is a ratification document that shows that 500 of you, 500 or 1,000 of you, or 2,000 of you, or 3,000 of you, or 200 of you, or 150 of you, all gathered in a particular place, representing the entirety of the foreign state of Biafra, and then you casted a vote. You unanimously adopted that vote, and you use it to endorse the declaration by ratifying that result. Without you doing that, everything that you do is null and void. So what happened to many of you that casted this vote? And what did you understand to have been the significance of casting this vote in Lati? What was the significance of all of you traveling to Lati to stay for 1 good weeks? You paid your ticket, you booked your hotel, you spent so much money just to make sure you participate in the ratification of the result. If the ratification of this result was not important, if you casting your vote in the convention was not important, which made up the 517 delegate votes, which you casted on the 2nd of December. Why did you spend all your money to travel and then go to Finland? Did you just travel to go to Finland and carry flag and wave? Then somebody will just wake up and say, me alone, I alone, I am declaring Biafra. Chai! And I ask, where are your brains? Where are your brains? So you just buy ticket, spend all the money, you come down to Finland to sit down and look somebody face. You look somebody face. Then the person now will stand up and say, I alone, I declare Biafra. Bam. Your signature doesn't count. Your signature doesn't count. Your vote as a delegate doesn't count. So why did you travel to Finland? Why? Why did you travel to Finland? Because it is your presence that needed to rectify the document. It is your presence that needed to rectify the over 50 million votes that was accounted for. Over 50 million votes that was given to you by the Biafran people globally. That was the reason why you needed to be in Finland physically yourself. So that when you now carry your pen and paper, when you now count yourselves, you now say, I am here present representing the 40th state of Biafra. I am standing on the protocol of the result of the referendum that Biafrans have extracted from all over the world, which amounted to over 50 million. I am standing on that existing result, and I am hereby casting my vote as a delegate to endorse that referendum. Okay. Having known that you all signed the declaration document and you voted on the 2nd of December, the next question is, what have you done since then? What have you done since then to show and to amplify the declaration that you did on 2nd of December? What have you done? That goes back to the topic of this program now. What you should do after the declaration of Biafra on the 2nd of December. Show your result. Show your result. Let us know what you have done, and let us know how far you have moved the baton to the next stage. Since you all came back from this convention, what has been your scorecard? Yes. Here is a question now. What has been your scorecard after you came back from the convention? What has been your scorecard? What have you done? Before we go to that, let us go to play a video where PM explained to you what you're supposed to do.
At achieving to. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Today is 20th day of August 2024, and I am here speaking to you from my base in Finland. I want to inform every one of you, because it has become very imperative as we approach December convention in Finland. You must know certain things. The declaration
You must know certain things. Do you know why I had to take time to make this video? Because you know that many of you are Itibori boss. Yes. Many of you are Itibori boss. Even as you are part and parcel of his cabinet, many of you are Itibori boss. And it is still his cabinet members that made him to make this video because he saw that many of their brains are empty. That even with all the strides and the template that we have gone with, they don't know what should happen after the declaration on 2nd of December. They don't know. So he still had to take time to clear their doubts so that even in his absence, they should have been using this video to correct their brain cells, which has been damaged. But they cannot. They cannot. Because they did not come for Biafra. Their minds were made up to come to be on the destructive side. Listen, he made a video for some of you that are Itibori boss.
Of the restoration of independence of Biafra that is to take place on the 2nd of December.
The declaration that is to take place on the 2nd of December, which is on the declaration document. What did the declaration document carry? Did it carry 1st of December? I'm asking you, what did this declaration document carry? This declaration document, what did it carry? Did it carry 1st of December? Did it carry 29th of December? Did it carry 29th of November? Did it carry 30th of November? This beginning part, this is the first page of the declaration document. Did it carry 1st of December or 2nd of December or 29th of December or 28th of December or 28th of November or 30th of November? Did it carry any other date aside from the 2nd? Even the printed hard copy, look at the hard copy document. This is the hard copy, the back page. The back page of this document carries 2nd of December. 2nd. This is hard copy. This is what the back page carries. And some of you get to the convention ground. You want to do Akpobi. Oh my God. You want to do Akpobi. You want to do Akpobi. So because of this madness, some of the dignitaries that were supposed to come in from America, they were supposed to come in on the 2nd to speak, and also on the 29th to speak, and also on the 30th. Because of this lackadaisical attitude, these people had to stay by, because you have destroyed all their plans the way they have put it based on the program that was pre-scheduled and handed over to them. Let's go back there.
Is targeted at achieving two objectives.
Listen,
one,
your declaration is targeted at achieving two objectives. Two objectives. I want to ask all of you whether you actually see those two objectives. Your declaration is targeted at having two objectives, two important objectives. That is why it is a formal declaration. Formal declaration. It is targeted at having two important objectives.
Is the delegitimization of Nigeria. Two is the legitimization of Biafra.
Yes. So as you make this declaration, it is a formal declaration that you make. You now carry the vote of all Biafrans that speak in one voice and then make the declaration. Then, what happens next? With that, you have made a public declaration of delegitimizing Nigeria existence in Biafra territory. Then on that same purpose that you sign, that same place that you sign, and then you declare, you are now legitimizing your existence as a Biafran then. But it doesn't end there. But those are the two things that you should have in mind, that as you do that declaration, this is what you're trying to do, and this is what you have done. Then after you made a declaration, you have to now go back to go and see that that formal declaration that you made, you put it into work. You put it into work. And for you to put it into work, you have to use multi-dimensional approach to put all this into work.
After the declaration, we are going to have a very long battle with Nigeria. But this battle, the good news is that we define how this battle will be fought.
After the declaration, we are going to have a very long battle. But I think Honorable Buru Fulani is telling people that the battle has ended. That she has finished the battle. When she brought the thunder, Thunder came and said, the battle in Olu has ended. The battle of Biafra has finished. So, to Honorable Buru Fulani, she has ended the battle of Biafra. So, she is now in Biafra. And she is also in Nigeria. That is why she told many of you that she is going to transport all of you in a Delta airline and move you from America to Nigeria. You see, you are going to be in a very long battle. We are just starting the battle now, after this formal declaration. The long battle is to start. So the question is, how have you fought the long battle after the declaration? Because the declaration was just a formal declaration, a formal pronouncement, a document extracted, and then you keep it. Then you now go back to the real deal in action. You now go back to the real enforcement of how to make Biafra fully restored. That is why I told you people, the people that you have to celebrate is the Biafra Defense Forces. It is the Biafra Defense Forces that have to fight the battle. They have to be the one to delegitimize the existence of one Nigeria in Biafra territory. It is not Sunny that you have to come and celebrate. It is not all of us that went to Finland that you have to celebrate. No. The people you have to celebrate that have to fight the battle are the Biafra Defense Forces. These are the people that are taking the bullet. These are the people that are defending Biafra land. These are the people that have to fight for you to get the full legitimacy of Biafra in your hands. It is not me that is here in exile. No. It is those that are in the homeland. Those are the people that are bearing the brunt of one Nigeria. Those are the people that are carrying Biafra to fight to see that Biafra is restored. So if you're shouting on the media, oh, happy independence, you have restored Biafra. Which Biafra have you restored? You made a declaration, a formal declaration. A formal declaration does not mean you have restored Biafra fully. A formal declaration means you make a formal declaration formally. After you finish making the formal declaration, what do you have to do? Go back to work. Go to the drawing board. Go into the trenches. Go into the bush and do the real work. What you did was just a formal signature, a formal document that you sign. You pronounce with your mouth and then you sign. As you made that pronouncement, you are signing that you are ready for war. You are signing that you are ready for independence in toto, no matter what happens. You are signing that you are ready to go in and start fighting war. And you are ready to fight to the last man standing to get Biafra. So now I'm asking you, since the declaration on 2nd of December, which war have you fought? How have you been fighting the war? Have you fought any war diplomatically? I'm asking the accountability group and the Oragburu Fulani. Have you fought any war military-wise in the homeland? Your war has been that all of you go and carry Biafra money that they contribute and give you. You go and recruit Ebubagu. You bring the Ebubagu to come and fight the Biafra Defense Forces that are actually meant to fight the real terrorists and to delegitimize the existence of one Nigeria in Biafra land. This is what Ngozi did with your money. Then, accountability group of EMA, they woke up. They started fighting the finance of Biafra government in exile. They blocked the website for over 3 months so that we will not be able to make any donation to support Biafra Defense Forces or Biafra Republic government in exile. So what they were trying to do is that they block all the avenues that you will use to contribute money to fight the war of the military or to fight the war of the diplomacy, so that you cannot fight diplomatically in Washington, D.C., then you cannot also fight military-wise to delegitimize the existence of Nigeria in Biafra land. They block all the avenues. They fight the finance. They went to go and bring the bank account movement that they know. They spread it all over the social media. They spread it all over the social media account movement of BRGI. This is what Emma did. This is what Choma did. This is what Bryson Okoma did. This is what Van Van Vam did. This is what Ruben Nadi did. This is what Dr. Sam did. This is what Azubike did. This is what Obi Obodo did. And all of you that are following them, this is what you all did. Is this how you are to fight the war? Because after the 2nd of December, you are going to fight a long battle with Nigerian terrorist government to be able to gain full legitimacy of the Biafra Independence Declaration that you restored. You declared that restoration. You have to fight to restore it. Now, I am asking you that is celebrating nonsense. Have you restored Biafra? Have you fought the diplomatic war? Have you fought the military-wise war in the homeland? Have you won the war? Have you defeated Nigeria? Have you reclaimed your land? Have you gotten your independence fully? Because after the declaration on 2nd of December, you are supposed to go into a very long battle, a war that you need to fight diplomatically in Washington, D.C., a war that you need to fight military-wise in the homeland. The war in the homeland is to delegitimize the occupiers, terrorists in your territory, because you have declared independence. You are to reclaim your territory, so you should be expunging and sending out the remains of the occupiers. Have you supported the defense to fight this war and to get the victory? Have you supported the diplomatic war of the lobbies and the attorney, Dabiri and Elias and Moran Global Strategies? Have you supported them to fight the war in Washington, D.C.? Or you are fighting against the BDF, you're fighting against the lobbies and attorney, you're fighting against BRGIA. Is that what you declared Biafra on 2nd of December for? You all went to Finland. You declared the restoration of independence of Biafra as a formal declaration for you to come and start fighting the lobbies and the attorney, for you to come and start fighting the defense forces. Butuzo and General Gentle and Oligos and all of them have now become the problem of Ngozi. Ngozi now fight them. Ngozi don't fight the Nigerian terrorists again. It is the Biafra Defense Forces that she now fight, looking for a way of destroying all of them. Hey, you recruit Caterpillar, a Bubago terrorist group, and their main aim is to come and fight Biafra Defense Forces. What have you done How have you fought the war after the declaration of 2nd December? Which war of diplomacy have you fought? Which war of military wise have you fought in the homeland? How have you restored Biafra that you declared in the homeland? Hey, okay, listen to PM, listen to PM, listen to PM.
We will fight them diplomatically, we will fight them politically, we will fight them internationally, and of course, we will fight them locally.
Did you hear that? We will fight Nigeria politically. We will fight Nigeria diplomatically. We will fight Nigeria internationally. We will fight Nigeria locally. We will fight Nigeria in Biafra land to make sure we remove them from Biafra land. I am asking all of you, how has EMA Accountability Group been fighting Nigeria politically? How has Ngozi Orabufulani been fighting Nigeria politically? How has EMA Accountability Group been fighting Nigeria military-wise? How has Orabufulu Fulani been fighting Nigeria military-wise in the homeland? How? How have they been fighting locally? No. Their own war, their own fight is to launch fight against Biafra Defense Forces. Their own fight is to launch fight against BRGIA. All their fight is against the lobby. So, you see Ngozi this way. You see Honorable Accountability Group this way. They are coming openly to tell the lobbies and attorney that they should not try to restore Biafra. That when they make one step, that they themselves will destroy it 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. Let me see if I will get the video. Let me play it for you people. For some of you that are not aware, or for some of you that have forgotten how their madness have gone. They are telling you to the face, Elias, Attorney Daviri, okay, Nkere, Sonny, stay away from Biafra. You cannot get Biafra. Stop fighting for the restoration of Biafra. These are their utterances. Listen to them here.
Elias, come close, let me tell you. Stay away from Biafra.
Aha.
You can't succeed.
Okay.
Elias, come close, let me tell you.
Okay.
Stay away from Biafra.
Okay.
You can't succeed.
Okay. Watch the other.
How the Fulani
Watch the second one. Watch this other one. Watch this one now.
penetrates Igbos, penetrate Biafrans. A different breed of Biafrans that understood how the Fulani terrorist cabals and Nigerian government works. So when you see the criminal ex-Brigade cabinet members, the criminal lobbyists that are parading with them in the name of trying to restore Biafra, Biafra's already stopped them on their track. That is why they cannot go. They can't move anywhere. Not when some of us. Not when some of us. So Nigerian government, I promise you today, the money you have given to the is a waste because they cannot go anywhere. They can't go far. Once they take one step, we are taking 5 steps ahead of them.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Once they make one step, we are taking 5 steps ahead of them to stop them from restoring Biafra. Did you hear Ngozi? Did you hear Ngozi? You listen to the other one, the generational illiterate, that is talking, wah. Elias, stop fighting for Biafra. You cannot get Biafra. Listen to him again, generational illiterate.
Elias, come close, let me tell you.
Imagine.
Stay away from Biafra. You can't succeed.
Okay. Hear them? These are the result card. These are the report card. This is the diplomatic war and the political war the international war, the local war in the homeland, the military-wise war. This is how they are fighting their own. Their own war is by destroying all the efforts of BRGIE lobbyists, destroying all the efforts of Biafra Defense Forces under General Igwe Butuzo. Now they are looking for different factions. Let me also show you people. Yes, let me show you people another thing. So that you see, so that you will see how they are actually fighting for the, so that you see how they are actually fighting for the Biafra that they are supposed to fight for. What you are expecting from them after 2nd of December. Yes. What do you expect from people after 2nd of December? They are giving you the result. I've just showed you the result of Honorable Fulani and Accountability Group of Ajare. That is the result of what PM said. PM said, after the declaration of 2nd of December, what are you supposed to do? What are you going to do? What you are going to do is to fight Nigeria diplomatically, politically, in the homeland, and also military-wise. But you have just seen how they are fighting their own. Their own fight is not Nigerian government again. Accountability Group of Emma and Choma and Ajare is not Nigerian government they are fighting again. But PM said we are going to fight Nigerian government. Honorable Boro Fulani is not fighting Nigerian government again. Our fight is the BRGIA and the lobbies and attorney that is working so hard to get what? To get Biafra restoration and independence. And she swore there that when they are making one step, she will make 5 steps, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps to stop them. So I am asking all of you, show your report card, show your result card after the 2nd of December declaration. What have you done? What have you achieved? How have you fought Nigeria diplomatically? How have you fought Nigeria politically? How have you fought Nigeria locally? How have you fought Nigeria military-wise in the homeland? I am asking a question, and I am showing you the answer. Yes. This is another way that Honorable Bolo Fulani has also fought Nigeria. This is how she is now fighting Nigeria. You see? She is turning it to madness. Can you see this one? This is the madness that Honorable Bolo Fulani has also brought again. Can you see the kind of drama? Earlier this year, she was wearing slippers, doing parade. Now, this was on the 29th of November. This is another group that she now brought. Just look at them. Look at what you see on the screen. This is the handwork of Honorable Fulani. Can you see what is on the screen? This is Honorable Fulani handwork. This is how she is fighting Nigeria. This is how Honorable Boro Fulani is fighting Nigeria. Oh, can you see it? This is how she is fighting Nigeria. This is how she is fighting Nigeria military-wise. Do you see the people? You see them? First, it was Survivor Weasel. First, she was to use Survivor Weasel to fight Nigeria. She was to use Survivor Weasel to fight Nigeria before. And now, Survivor Weasel no work. She can't say, hey, she's going to hire Delta flight and carry all of you to Nigeria. And all of you went like zombie, woo, 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 and followed her. After that one, no work now. Where she come there now? She don't come change pattern. Now it's a different pattern now. The flight where she want to carry on her go, the flight never land. I mean, the flight never ready. I'm asking you, after the declaration of 2nd of December, what has been your report card? What has been your result? What can you show forth that this is what you have done and this is what you have achieved? You have APM going to Washington, D.C., and then sparking the discussion of the Christian genocide in Nigeria. That was done in the congressional briefing. The same BRGI under APM Kere have submitted petitions and sanctions against Nigeria and Finland. The congressional testimonies are there on the US congressional website. The US government website are there. The fight still continues. You continue to see diplomatic and political engagement of the APM, Okechukwu Nkere, with his entire BRGI cabinet, making the rounds. The open door to the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern came to be after BRGIE, led by Okenkere, carried out a congressional, first ever congressional briefing on Biafra in the Capitol Hill of America, the Capitol, the White House. That is the first in history. With that testimony given there, and with the testimony that was already given prior to that briefing, and all the Biafrans that testified inside that congressional briefing, the US government could extract the evidence of what they needed. And that is how you get to see that the Christian genocide that nobody had the boldness to talk about was now brought to book. The US government has put fire on the nyash of Nigeria because of the US congressional briefing of Biafra, of BRGI under Okenkere. That is why and how you see that Nigeria are running helter-skelter, running up and down, running from up to down, looking for a way to come and kill BRGIE. Because you see the news. The news is making the rounds that BRGIE have caused them so much panic. So I am asking all of you, have you seen any publication where they say, oh, it is Honorable Fulani group, or it is accountability group of EMA that did this in Washington, D.C., in the White House of America, in the congressional briefing or in the congressional building? Have you seen any of it? Have you seen any of it, any of their political engagement, any of their diplomatic engagement, any of their diplomatic fight against Nigeria since after the 2nd of December? Have you seen any of it? Have you seen any of it? Show me if you have seen any of it. I want to see. Me, I love to see. No be just to talk. I want to see evidence. I need to work with evidence base. I'm asking for evidence. Can you show me one evidence that after the declaration of Biafra on 2nd of December, that Honorable Fulani and Accountability Group are fighting diplomatic war? Can you show me one evidence? Do you have any? Can you show me any evidence? Please, I am asking. I need to see evidence. I need to see evidence so that I can be able to dove my cap for them. I want to see evidence. If I see evidence, I will dove my cap for them. So who is now the person that is fighting the Nigerian terrorist government? Because our PM said, after we finish the declaration, you will see that we will have to fight head on. And we will fight diplomatically, we will fight physically, we will fight politically, and we will fight otherwise. Please, I'm still asking for evidence. So if anybody have evidence, give me.
We've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles from a specialized company to deliver it to all the 40 states in Biafra land. All the Biafra citizens are going to be going out to their daily work every single day carrying the Biafra survival whistle. The Biafra survival whistle is mostly for two things. To stop the killing of innocent Biafrans by the terrorist state of Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, and all their likes in Biafra land. Secondly, to ensure that these terrorists, they leave Biafra land. The survival whistle will be shared out to all Biafrans free of charge. You will carry that whistle once you're leaving your house. It should be like your ID card when you're going to work or when you're going to open your store. The key you use to open your store, that is what the survival whistle. You can never forget it once you're stepping out from your house. Because the Nigerian police and army, they will arrest you, they will kill you, and they will harvest your organs. That is what they've been doing. You must carry the survival whistle out anywhere you are going. Every single Biafran indigenous citizen. You will carry those whistles when you are leaving your house. Anywhere you see the Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, any of them. We've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles.
Why are you guys laughing in the comment section? Why are you guys laughing in the comment section? I am playing the achievements of the war that Ngozi has fought for you. Yes, this is the war that Ngozi has fought. Ngozi brought whistle, survival whistle to all of you. Did you hear her? She said, the survival whistle is for all of you as a Biafran to use as a weapon. Anywhere you see Boko Haram terrorists that want to kill it, you blow the survival whistle. Hey, I beg, if you have not laughed since January, please, you have the right to laugh now. Let me open the survival whistle again so that you can laugh.
From a specialized company to deliver it to all the 40 states in Biafra land. All the Biafra citizens are going to be going out to their daily work every single day carrying the Biafra survival whistle. The Biafra survival whistle is mostly for two things: to stop the killing of innocent Biafrans by the terrorist state of Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, and all their likes in Biafra land. Secondly, to ensure that these terrorists, they leave Biafra land. The survival whistle will be shared out to all Biafrans free of charge. You will carry that whistle once you're leaving your house. It will be like your ID card when you're going to work or when you're going to open your store. The key you use to open your store, that is what the survival whistle. You can never forget it once you're stepping out from your house. Because the Nigeria police and army, they will arrest you, they will kill you, and they will harvest your organs. That is what they've been doing. You must carry the survival whistle out anywhere you are going. Every single Biafran indigenous citizen. You will carry those whistles when you are leaving your house. Anywhere you see the Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, any of them. We've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles from a specialized company.
So, for those of you that are not aware of the political, diplomatic, and the military work that Honorable Fulani has been fighting in the homeland, here is the evidence. Yes, I've given you the evidence. I've given you the evidence now. Survivor whistle. And the survivor whistle, when you blow it, it will kill Boko Haram. When you blow it, it will kill a Bubagu terrorist. When you blow it, it will kill the Boko Haram terrorists and all the Fulani terrorists. So, is this what you have achieved? Or is it the war that you have to fight Nigeria politically, diplomatically, locally, internationally, military-wise in the homeland and otherwise? Is this the war that you have been fighting Nigerian terrorists since after the declaration of Biafra? That's my question. Because the message from PM was, after the declaration, we are going into a very long war. And we are going to fight the war diplomatically, politically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. So I'm asking everybody, how have you been fighting the diplomatic war since after you made the formal proclamation and declaration of the restoration of Biafra on the 2nd of December? How have you been fighting the war? Has your war been with survivor whistle? Has your war been by attacking and destroying every effort of BRGIA? Has your war been on fighting against the lobbies and the attorney of what they are doing in Washington, D.C.? Has your war been on attacking Sonny and Okenkere? Has your war been on attacking our finance and blocking our website so that Biafrans cannot be able to donate money to support their freedom? That is what I am asking you people. Let me bring another one. Let me bring another one because after survivor whistle did not work, another plan came out. So we are asking.
Biafrans will be going home in March this year, and nothing will stop that arrangement. We already have arrangements concluded for direct flights from the United States of America to Nigeria, from Europe to Nigeria. In the next couple of months, we will be able to finalize that agreement, and we will let the Biafrans know the airlines to board when they want to go home. Biafrans will be going home in mass this year, and nothing will stop that arrangement. We already have arrangements concluded for direct flights from the United States of America to Nigeria, from Europe to Nigeria. In the next couple of months, we will be able to finalize that agreement, and we will let the Biafrans know the airlines to board when they want to go home. Biafrans will be going home in mass this year, and nothing will stop that arrangement. We already have arrangements concluded for direct flights from the United States of America to Nigeria, from Europe to Nigeria. In the next couple of months, we will be able to finalize that agreement, and we will let the Biafrans know the airlines to board when they want to go home. Biafrans will be going home.
Please, all of you that are supposed to board the flight of Orabugbulu Fulani, have you not gotten the ticket, or is the flight not working again? Did the flight catch fire? Please. Did the flight catch fire? Now, do you all see the date I posted this video? This is TikTok. Oh. This is TikTok account. I posted this video on TikTok on the January, February, March, April of 2024. Sorry, April of 2025. That was when she did this madness. I posted this video on the April of 2025. April of 2025 was when I posted this video out. That was when she dropped this announcement that she's making arrangement for flight to carry all her zombies to Nigeria. And I am asking, from April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, now we are in December. The flight never ready. The arrangement never conclude. The people who on board, Christopher Okenwa, that is supposed to board this flight, where is he? Arinze, that is supposed to board this flight, where is he? Ijoma, that is supposed to board this flight, where is she? The other yellow pawpaw that happens to be a finance deputy, where is she? And all the zombies and mumu that follow her, have they not asked of the flight that they have gotten tired of waiting for the flight? Is the flight not working? Why has the flight not taken off up till now? What is happening to the flight? Did the flight pack up somewhere? This is to tell you and to show you that this is the work of Orawu Fulani after the declaration of 2nd December. After the declaration of 2nd December, these are the achievements, because you are supposed to be fighting Nigeria politically, diplomatically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. Now, I am asking now, is this how you are fighting Nigerian terrorists? Is this how you are fighting Nigeria? By promising your foolish citizens that you have organized flight to carry them to Nigeria because you have already restored Biafra. And you're taking them to Nigeria, you're not taking them to Biafra. So you have already restored Biafra, but yet you don't have a bank of Biafra. You don't have a military base of Biafra to say that you are in control of your base. You don't have governors and ministers and senators that are in charge of your Biafra land. You don't have Biafra House. You don't have the federal capital of Biafra so that you know that this is where your ministers and your governors are going to stay to continue to be talking Biafra. But you are taking your foolish citizens that are following you to Nigeria. You're not taking them to Biafra. You're taking them to Nigeria. Up to now, your flight that you arranged for them are not yet ready. This was since April. Since April 24 of 2025, up till today, your flight never ready. Today now, you change tactics. This is the next tactics that you are giving your Mumu followers. This is the next tactics. You now launch a new group for them. You launch a new uniform for them and they start doing like taekwondo. Look at the people that you're launching now. This is 29 of November. This is your new trend. Is this how you have fought for Biafra since after the declaration of December? Is this how you have fought for Biafra? Is this how you have fought Nigeria diplomatically? Is this how you have fought Nigeria politically? Is this how you are having meeting with the US senators to put Biafra on the table? Is this how you are discussing Biafra with the US lawmakers? Is this how you are discussing your own Biafra with Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own Speaker of America that APM is having meeting with? Are these your own Senator Ted Cruz? Are these your own lawmakers of America? Ngozi Oragbuburu Fulani. Are these your own? Oh my God. Are these your own? Are these your own? Hello, Mero. Those that are following you, I don't know the kind of brain they use to damage them. Because somebody had to use another brain to damage the brains of your followers. Yes. Please, let me play again the video of
I'm repeating.
let me play again the video of let me play again the video of,
Yes.
I want to play again the video of whistle blowing. I want everybody to hear the whistle blowing again. Please hear the whistle blowing again.
We've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles from a specialized company to deliver it to all the 40 states in Biafra land. All the Biafra citizens are going to be going out to their daily work every single day carrying the Biafra survival whistle. The Biafra survival whistle is mostly for two things: to stop the killing of innocent Biafrans by the terrorist state of Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, and all their likes in Biafra land. Secondly, to ensure that these terrorists, they leave Biafra land. The survival whistle will be shared out to all Biafrans free of charge. You will carry that whistle once you're leaving your house. It will be like your ID card when you're going to work or when you're going to open your store. The key you use to open your store, that is what the survival whistle. You can never forget it once you're stepping out from your house. Because the Nigeria police and army, they will arrest you, they will kill you, and they will harvest your organs. That is what they've been doing. You must carry the survival whistle out anywhere you are going. Every single Biafran indigenous citizen. You will carry those whistles when you are leaving your house. Anywhere you see the Nigerian military, police, security, Ebubago, any of them. We've already placed order for over 5 million survival.
I believe you have been able to see the level of the madness of how they were able to, or how they have been able to fight for Biafra and to fight Nigeria after the declaration of the convention. This is how They thought they could do it.
Anything, right? Would they go to CRC and exist? Nobody knows if they exist.
It's another group. Oh.
The only one person in the Kuroku Ajere up to Gosia somebody ba on that.
This is another group.
Nothing to offer.
This is another group.
So they have no any other option than to stick there. No option whatsoever. Obukwana Famaro, what it takes to fight for freedom, because MNK and Obato BMP gave everybody anya. Anything.
This is another group, oh, because they have created themselves into different factions. And the sole aim of all this madness is to see that they destroy Biafra.
From here, good evening from my side.
Now, you will be wondering, what has a accountability group done? After you saw their Ajare telling you Elias should stop fighting for Biafra, that he cannot get Biafra. Honorable Guru Fulani also said you can't get Biafra, stop fighting for Biafra. Some of you did not know. Come and listen. This is how they block the BRGIA website, the former website. They blocked the website for over 4 months. They say they don't want to see money coming in or going out, because Sonny and APM has refused them to take control, because they want to control accounts. They want to control BDF. They want to control the lawmakers in America. They want to be the one to go and see Senator Ted Cruz. They want to be the one to go and see the Speaker of America. They want to be the one to go and see Congressman James. They want to be the one to go and see Senator Ambassador Tibu Nash. They want to be the one to go and see Brian Marks. They want to be the one to go and see all the senators and lawmakers that APM is meeting on a daily basis with our lobbyists and attorney. Because we said no, they said they will block the website. Because Azubike had happened to be the website manager. Azubike said he's going to block the website and work with them so that we will not see any money to fight for Biafra again. So that we will not see any money to support the lobbies, to fight the diplomatic work, to fight the political, to fight the diplomatic, to fight the defense, to fight the local, to fight anything for Biafra. They say they have to use their personal ego and hatred to block the website. They don't care whether Biafra Defense Forces are fighting with their blood. They don't care whether the lobbies are fighting for us diplomatically and politically and internationally. They don't care whether we are also paying bills to our PM in Finland from the same fundraising that you're doing. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care whether you are keeping the bills of our PM up. They block the website. They don't want to know. They block everything. They block so that we will all get stopped. Did you see Bryson? This is Bryson that was reading the declaration document in the convention. Let me go back there so that you see his face very well. So that some of you will see how you all played important roles in the declaration of Biafra, but you now later became people that were used to destroy. Look at the screen. Can you see Bryson? That is Bryson. That was the one reading the declaration document in Finland on the 2nd of December. But today, what is Bryson doing? Bryson was part and parcel of the people and is part and parcel of the people that decided to block the website of the government of Biafra. This is the result card. This is the report card of what you can see from when PM said, after the declaration on the 2nd of December, we are going to go into a very long fight. We are going to fight diplomatically against Nigeria. We are going to fight politically against Nigeria. We are going to fight internationally against Nigeria. We are going to fight locally against Nigeria. We are going to fight military-wise against Nigeria. The war will take long, but we will continue to fight. It may take us many years. We will continue to fight until we get the freedom achieved. But when they came back from convention, they turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to BRGIA. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to our finance. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to our lobbies. They turned the barrel of gun from Nigeria to where? BDF. They decided to block the website so that you will not have any fund coming in. Biafrans cannot donate. They divided the house into 3. Oravuburu Fulani go one side. Them, they go one side. They block the account. They came up and announced and say they are blocking the website, they are taking over. They say they are placing vote of no confidence on Sonny and APM. They use the UK rep. They use the entire people in Europe and say they should stand and cast their vote and say that they are taking control of the website because they want to block the website for the next 3 months, the next 4 months, so that no Biafran will be able to make donation to come in or go out. Listen to them how they did it.
Here is already, of course, we are in, majority are in Europe here, so you know the time. So, and our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world, I greet all of you. Thank you very much for this short period of time to say hello to Europeans, mostly Europeans, and address 1 or 2 things. It's a kind of, first of all, the first one is an apology to European Red and all the European members. And for you, we received the letter, the content you sent to us, to both CRC and the BAC, the Advisory Council. But due to time constraints, we have been very busy. I know all of you know that we just came back to. And some of us came back from Finland just 2 days ago. So, and that letter was sent, I think, the period we were leaving for Finland. So we didn't have up to now, I've not read that letter, I don't know the content. I just saw it, I just took it, but I didn't read it because of time. And our General Secretary, the same thing, she has not, opened it even because she's very busy, we're all busy. And then we got the information that, of course, we understand everybody when you are complaining, if you send something and there is not even acknowledgement letter, of course, nobody will be happy. So I apologize on behalf of CRC and on behalf of and so for that delay. We will work on that, of course. We are not, it's not that we are ignoring the letter, not at all. We will do that, it's not the way we operate. It's just a matter of time. Give us time, please. We will address it and we will respond to you. So it's just, it's not an oversight that we did not respond. It's just a matter of time. We didn't have the time. So please forgive us for that, delay. You will still hear from us. The second part of what we would like to, present to you, the account issue that has been, discussed over and over and over and over. And the Advisory Council has been working on that. And today we have a good news for Biafrans and for all of you here. First of all, our webmaster is here with us, Honorable Azu. He will, give you people more information about, the account.
Norma, put yourself on mute.
Okay. So sorry for that interruption. Our webmaster, who is Honorable Azu, is here to talk to us, and he will give you people more information about our new account and how we are going to make use of it. So, our Honorable Azu, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Over to you. The mic is in your table. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Okay. So I greet all Biafrans in Europe. I hope everyone can hear me okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Are you recording your meeting? Because I can't see it. Go ahead, Honorable Azu.
No, I'm not recording. Should I record it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Please.
Thank you.
This meeting is being recorded.
For the reminder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So my just brief message is that we all know how things have developed in since December in Finland. With Ngozi and her group, we took some emergency steps to address the leadership vacuum, and we elected our APM, which those are the emergency steps we took at that time, and we believe it served its purpose, and now BAC has resolved that the government needs to transition to more normal operations, and one major feature of normal operations is having a clear separation between the executive and finance. And so the steps that BAC has taken today is the changing of the bank account to which our websites and contribution platforms are linked. So at this stage, Biafrans will be able to go and contribute on the websites the way that they normally do, and it will be, it will go to an account that's managed by the advisory council. So that is the update that we have, and I don't know if anyone has any questions on that, but that's the decision that we made today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Azu. And thank you for all
and I want to mention that there is someone here that does not belong here. I saw their camera just a few minutes ago, and I just hope that the hosts are taking steps to remove anyone that does not belong here. If someone does not, the only people that should be able to unmute and to share their screen should be the host. This person named Alex, I don't know who he is. I don't know which country he's in. But there's someone here that does not belong here.
I think it's Alex from Israel?
Alex from Israel.
Okay. So it's not our.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I think Bam Bam is here. I believe he can with
attention, sir.
Yeah. No. What we were talking about the intruders. We are talking about intruders. For you to be careful. You and Honorable Abi. I think that's what Honorable Azu was trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Azu. I don't know if there is any question. I mean, the account, I think it's clear. He made it. He said it all. Or do we have any question for him since he's here now? He can address it right away.
I have one hand up.
Okay.
Engineer Nani, Honorable. Yeah, meet.
Yeah, good evening, all. In day one.
Please, we need to know that this meeting shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. So that
just this question and then that's it. Hey,
yeah,
people are ready because it's important if they have issues. Go ahead, please, quickly.
My question is pertaining the new account changed anyway, and because we're making payments, it might be tomorrow or today. The procedure we're using the government account and tax, is it the same procedure? Will it link us to the new account?
Yes.
If
get
so,
on with it, mate.
we can go. We don't have to worry much about it. If not, can we have a physical account detail of that new account so we can use it as soon as possible? Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that question, Engineer. And the answer is that everything is the same. You go to the same websites that you've gone to, which is IPOB&USA.org or BiafraRepublic.gov.org, and make your contributions there. There are also PayPal buttons. The PayPal buttons have been updated. The IOU page has been updated. So at this point, anyone can go to our website and contribute the way that they always have been doing.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We get just one more. Mwamba.
Yeah, good evening, honorables. Yes, I just let me say a suggestion. It is very strange, and our brother that spoke to us, his video cannot be seen. We should be able to see his video while he was addressing the family. Thank you.
We know him.
Thank you.
Okay, well, no, it's okay. It's okay, because I don't have anything to hide. Let me.
He teaches class every weekend.
Tell yourself, Azu. Before you do, Van, please remove Stephen.
He's a fine man, by the way, so he has nothing to hide.
You say I should remove Stephen? Yes. He's a white dude that's trying to disrupt what we're doing. I've removed him now. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Bamba it's spotlight us so that we can move on and so they spotlight in place.
Who should be spotlight?
They want to see his face. They want to see his face.
Okay, strangely, I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. Come upside down. You're upside down. We see you. Yeah. Turn your camera.
Yeah. Well, let me just turn my computer.
Yeah, nice. No, it's not. I think it is the setting that it needs to do something. Yeah. You clicked that place by accident. I've had that before.
There we go. Okay, so I hope everyone can see me.
We can see you.
If you go to the government website, go to the personnel page, and search Azubike. I'm there. I've been there since 2023.
Thank you.
Yeah, we know. We trust you.
Every Saturday.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you,
because Honorable Zion, one more thing so we can leave.
Okay. Because Sunday, just make it one second, okay? 1 minute. Sunday,
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is Sunday. I live in Spain. Yeah, I'm not clear about the new change in this thing, so I want you people to like me more so that because again, I'm not clear. In short, I'm not clear about the new change of the advance.
Please, I'll make it short because so that we can continue. Yeah. There is no change in the method of payment. He said it over and over. Let me repeat himself now. There is no change. The method of payment remains the same. Go to the website, click anyone you want to pay. The one you used to pay before, click it, do the same thing. The rest, it will go to the new account. Because thank you very much. There is no changes for all of us. No changes at all.
Okay. And if you have further questions as well, you can also contact your rep and they should elaborate on that. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we can go. There are so many in the waiting room so that you can handle that.
That's why. You have to join. You have to, when you want to join the game, allow you to help you.
Madam, you have so many people in your waiting room.
Okay. Because if they have approved you.
Okay, are we good here? There's one more person with his hand. Maybe you take one last question.
Okay. John, why Bam Bam is getting ready?
You can copy there.
John,
when I see that, we go.
Unmute him. Please, somebody unmute her. Okay.
It's John Abel, not Abo. Sorry. Good evening. Yes, good evening, everyone.
I'm sorry about that.
I just wanna ask a quick question. Anybody that's asked direct debit, does he have to make an update, or he just leave it to go into the new account? Thank you.
No, your subscriptions are fine. There's nothing that you need to do. Everything has been done.
Okay then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Biafrans.
Thank you.
Biafrans. Another question to be answered later.
Yes. Thank you very much.
There will be follow-up meetings.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you back. Thank you, CRC. So we can end then. Yes.
No, I have this. Thank you very much. I'm going to type at this time, then I may come back. But at the moment, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
From here, good evening from
So you are all listening now.
Already.
And you heard how this group decided to block the website so that you cannot make donations. Did you get the point now? This has been the achievement that they had since after 2nd December declaration. Somebody will ask, what have you done after the 2nd December declaration? PM had informed you people that after then you have to fight a very long war. It is not that after 2nd December you say Biafra is here, you have declared Biafra, you have restored Biafra. No. The terrorists will continue to exist in your land, but you will continue to fight gradually to legitimize them. You will continue to remove them every day. You are going to fight politically, diplomatically, internationally, in the homeland, military-wise and otherwise. The question is, how or what have you done and how have you fought the diplomatic work internationally and otherwise since after 2nd December? These people have just displayed to you how they have done their fight. Their own fight has been against the website where you all make donations. Their own fight has been against BRGI. Their own fight has been against the lobbies. Their own fight has been against every template that you bring on the table. That is what their fight has been. Their fight has not been the one Nigeria terrorism. They turned the radar on BRGI. They turned the radar on the account and the website. They turned their radar against the lobbies. They turned their radar against everything that has to do with BRGI. You saw them hitting their head on the shoes and say, Elias, go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Elias, go and sit down. You cannot get Biafra. Then you ask them, is that what you're supposed to fight for? Now, when you ask BRGIE, what have you done since after the convention? BRGIA has handful of what to show to you. Handful of what to show to you, and this is one of it. Handful.
One of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Nigeria and he met with the late Muhammadu Buhari, and he removed Nigeria from the religious freedom watch list, that was wishful thinking. It didn't make Nigeria a better place. It didn't stop the killings in Biafra. It didn't stop the killings elsewhere in Nigeria. All it did was signal to the Nigerian government that they could quite literally get away with murder. Wishful thinking has consequence. The United States also needs not to believe its own spin and not to try to force, cynically use the Biafran issue to advance its other causes. So, for example, I don't know how many times I've talked to people who are partial to the Nigerian government in the United States and will accept the Nigerian lies. And they will say that what we see happening in the Southeast has nothing to do with religious hatred, with religious intolerance on the part of the Nigerian government. It's all about climate change. Let me tell you this, and I've actually said this to the State Department. Climate change does not charter buses in order to ship Fulani militiamen into Biafra to kill Christians. That's not China. That's not climate change. That's ethnic cleansing. That's religious hatred. That's sectarian cleansing. American wishful thinking isn't polite. It doesn't make diplomacy easier. It simply gets people killed. And this is also why it's so important for the Biafran people to rise up and not only work to establish their freedom in Biafra, to reestablish their country. It's also important for them to educate Americans. Now, as many of you know, my background and what I did when I worked at the Pentagon actually focused much more in Middle East history. That's what my PhD is in, and so forth. And having worked for more than 2 decades on issues that have some parallels, let me say this, and this may be controversial to say. Nigeria can't always be the enemy. And the reason I say this is, while Biafra must be free, there can be no compromise on it. At the same time, an independent Biafra is only going to thrive when Nigeria, its neighbor, is at peace with itself and with its neighbors. The fact of the matter is, the Biafrans are an engine of democracy. They were always historically the intellectual capital, the economic capital of Nigeria when they were under Nigerian occupation. But at the same time, they have a role not only to win freedom for Biafrans, but that freedom is only going to be confirmed when Nigerians also win their freedom, when corruption no longer governs Nigeria, and when the Nigerian military and Nigerian politicians don't cynically use religion in order to advance their own Swiss bank accounts. This is important, and this is a conversation, for example, it's understandable that you focus on Biafra, but this is an example which I've had conversations in the past with Iraqi presidents and Prime Minister Feel Good.
Now, have you seen what BRGI have done so far after the 2nd December? Have you seen? And when you listen to Michael Rubin speak here in the BRGI Biafra US Congressional Briefing, he echoed the same thing, that BRGIE have to continue to engage the international community diplomatically and politically. That you have to continue to engage the US lawmakers. Exactly what your PM said. Exactly what your PM said when he said, after the 2nd of December, we will continue to fight Nigeria politically, diplomatically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. But the rest of those monkeys, they decided to make BRGI their fight. They decided to make the lobbies their fight. They decided to make the attorney their fight. They decided to make BDF their fight. But here is a landmark event. First in history, U.S. Biafra Congressional Briefing in Washington, D.C., inside the White House, the Hilton Hill. Nigerian government were crying so hard to stop this congressional briefing. They tried so hard to stop this congressional briefing, but they could not succeed. Even Honorable Buru Fulani fought also to stop the congressional briefing, and then we look at her, we see, oh, look at this monkey will not even give voice. Inside this congressional briefing, you had Michael Rubin speaking specifically about the Christian genocide. He was talking about the genocide, educating you about the genocide.
Is to promote American interests as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Nigeria and he met with the late Muhammadu Buhari, and he removed why religious freedom should be such a top priority, is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State, and one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet.
The top priority of America should be religious freedom. Religious freedom. So this was a message that our top priority that we should use to present our case to the US government should be on religious freedom circle. Religious freedom. Christian persecution. Christian genocide. You see, it is a very top priority to the American government. When you put it on the table and you're climbing on it, it is yielding fruit. So you can hear where the Christian persecution, the discussion started. We established a case in the U.S. Congressional Briefing on Biafra. The top priority that we put on the table is the religious freedom, the Christian genocide, the persecution of Christians. So get the message well, if you did not get it. For those of you that did not know what we were preaching here and what was happening here, we were passing message in a diplomatic way to the US government.
Uses of religious freedom, so be it. It may mean you're not going to get invited as the ambassador to this reception or that state dinner. Well, that's the price of being an ambassador and being truthful. Your job isn't to make a dictator feel good. It's to promote American interests as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom.
One of the top American interests is religious freedom. The message is delivered. One of the top interests as a priority to the US government should be religious freedom, Christian persecution. So, the Biafran government in exile were here. They established the case. They continue to engage the lawmakers. And then the fire continued to spark. And all of you were like, oh, how did it happen? You can hear the religious freedom where we started putting the message here. We tabled it very well. And Michael Rubin were encouraging us and telling us, you have to continue to go on that path. Yes. You have to preach based on that path. Because it is a top priority to the American government. They have to follow on that path because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a victim of religious persecution, is a victim of religious freedom, is a victim of Christian genocide. So all Biafrans are Christians. And all those that are persecuted and massacred and the genocide carried out on them, they are what? Christians. So we are going on the priority, the top priority of America, which is the Christian genocide, the religious freedom, the religious persecution. Some of you listen to this congressional briefing, but you don't take time to be picking point by point. Everything that the US government are doing to Nigeria today, they were extracted from this congressional testimony and briefing that we gave here. This is where we establish it and leave it for them as testimony, and then they took it up from there. So I am asking those that claim they are fighting for Biafra, how have you engaged, how have you fought Nigeria internationally, diplomatically and politically and otherwise since after the declaration of 2nd December? Because tomorrow is 2nd December. Tomorrow is 2nd December. After 2nd December does not mean that you have restored Biafra. After 2nd of December does not mean that you have gotten Biafra. It does not mean that there will be no more checkpoint. Does not mean that there will be no more terrorists in Biafra land. It does not mean that Nigerian terrorists will evacuate Biafra land with immediate effect. It does not mean that the governors of Nigeria, the senators and ministers will not continue to exist. They will exist, but you will continue to fight a very long war. You will fight them and engage them gradually. It will take us long. It doesn't matter how long it takes us, but you will continue until you remove all of them. After 2nd of December, you will continue to see the terrorists. You will continue to see Nigerian existence. You will continue to see the ministers and the senators. You will continue to see the structure of one Nigeria. Don't get it twisted that after 2nd of December, you have gotten Biafra. No. You have just done a formal declaration of war. You have taken a stand, made a formal declaration that you are ready and you are going to fight Nigeria diplomatically, politically, internationally, locally, military-wise, and otherwise. The question is, how have you been fighting Nigeria since after 2nd of December of 2024? That is what you should ask yourself. Have you been fighting them? So tomorrow, you are not celebrating independence of Biafra tomorrow. Listen very well. Because you have not restored Biafra yet. No, you have not restored Biafra. What you did was a formal declaration. You have to go into action to now restore fully in action so that the action will now speak louder than words. What you did was word pronouncement. What you did was formal declaration with paper using the vote of over 50 million Biafrans. Then going forward, what do you have to do? You have to go into war. You have to fight the war diplomatically, politically, mentally, and otherwise, locally, military-wise, physically, with everything you have. How have you been fighting the war since after 2nd of December of 2024? It's a very simple question. If you have fought the war and you have reclaimed one part of Biafra land, let me see your hand up. If you have fought the war and you have sent the police, the terrorists, and the army and one Nigerian structures, the governors and ministers and senators, if there are no more singing one Nigeria in Biafra land, let me see your hand up. So you are on the verge of fighting to get Nigeria terrorists exit Biafra land. So don't start celebrating Biafra independence yet because you have not gotten the full independence. You made a declaration and you are to go back and fight for the full restoration of it. That is why I asked the question in this very program. What you should do after the 2nd December declaration. What are your results and what have you done so far? So, it's time, if you have not been fighting, stop being carried away by drama. All this group that you see, all these splinter groups, Orabu Fulani, an accountability group of Emma and Ajare and Choma, they are just to fight you and to distract you. Do you know how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu described them? He described them as Hausa group. Yeah, he described them as Hausa Fulani group that brought them up to come and distract you. That is how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu described them. But wake up and ask yourself how you have fought diplomatically and politically since after the 2nd December declaration. Ask yourself that question. How have I fought diplomatically and politically? What have I done? When you go to the US, when you go to the BRGI website, you will see all the evidences of their work there. The one on the screen is part of it. I was asking what the other groups have done before, and you were unable to show me anything. But on this very website here, you can see many things that you want to see. Anything you want to see here, you will see. All the diplomatic engagements, you will see. These are after the convention. This is after the convention. This is not before the convention. What you see on the screen here now is after the convention. Can the Orabu Fulani group show you anything like this? A political and diplomatic and international fight that they have fought Nigeria in Washington, D.C. Can you see any? Can you show me any? This is Senator Ted Cruz. This is the Speaker of America. This is Brian Marks. the chairman of the House of Foreign Affairs. Can you see? These are meetings of this 2025. When you now start looking at this is when the discussion started of the designation of Nigeria as country of particular concern. This is 2025, after the convention. This meeting you see here, this one, this is 2025, after the convention. I want to ask you, what has Orabuburu Fulani done for you? What have you seen as their template since after the convention? What have you seen a MA accountability group done for you since after the convention? How are they fighting their diplomatic fight and their political fight? How are they fighting the One Nigeria terrorist fight? When you come to the homepage here, what you see here is what happened here in 2025 after the convention. After this congressional briefing, then Senator Ted Cruz launched this legislation act against Nigeria of designating Nigeria as country of particular concern. I am asking what accountability group and Honorable Fulani group have done. This congressional testimony was also submitted here in this 2025 after convention. About when? This was in July. This was when the US Congress published it on their official website. July of 2025. And in this congressional testimony, what is it asking of? This congressional testimony is asking of the sanction on Nigeria, asking of sanction on Finland, asking for the release of our Prime Minister, asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asking for the recognition of Biafra, asking for more sanctions to be placed on Finland and Nigeria, and also offering terms of understanding for political support to the US government. This is what BRGI are doing. This is how they are engaging. This is how they continue to have diplomatic and political talks with America against Nigeria. This is how the arms sales to Nigeria was paused. How many of you remember when the news about Nigeria purchasing arms from Nigeria came about? Then BRGIE, the APM, met with senior officials of the US government. And this publication came out. Pause arms sales to Nigeria. BRGIE rallies US lawmakers in Washington, D.C. for Biafra recognition. Then BRGIE in talks with the US government over deal makes offer public. What have you not seen that BRGIE under Okenkere have done? The message was, after the declaration, you have to continue to fight Nigeria politically, diplomatically, internationally, in the homeland, military-wise, physically and otherwise. I am asking a question. Have you seen what Honorable Fulani have done politically, diplomatically? Have you seen what she has done in military-wise in the homeland? Have you seen what she has done internationally? Have you seen what EMA Accountability Group and Nigeria Redem and Choma have done with all their professorship that they have and their doctorate degree? What have they done? Nothing. But you see, BRGI under Okenkere, Okenkere, you people say is a mechanic. You see, the man that you people say is a mechanic is actually the man that have access to Washington, D.C. to talk to lawmakers, to engage them. But professors and doctors become blind and foolish. They don't have the ways and manners to penetrate the US government. You see, this life, balance. So that means it is not all about professor. It is not all about doctor. It is not all about the certificate you have. It's about the connection. It's about knowing the right buttons to press. It's about using the right tools to do the right maintenance on the engine. It's about using the right screwdriver to lose a particular screw that needs to be loose. It's about using the right spanner to lose the right nut and bolt that is needed to be adjusted for the car to start. It's about knowing the right plug, the spark plug that you need to put inside the engine so that the engine will spark. It's about knowing the right button to press so that the engine and the ship will spark. Not that everybody have tried to spark the engine. Nobody can, because none of them knows the right key to use. None of them knows the right button to press. But the person that knows the right button to press, it doesn't make too much of noise. He just come, he carried the right key from his pocket and put inside the right place, turn the engine. You start hearing the machine don't start. So I am asking them to show me what they have done since after 2nd December, how they have fought diplomatically, how they are fighting Nigeria internationally, how they are fighting Nigeria politically, how they are fighting military-wise, how they are fighting in the homeland, how they are securing anything in the homeland, where they are in control of and what they have achieved so far. The BDF are standing check back, and they are loyal to this very BRGIA. They are doing their work very well with the little that you all are able to afford. And thanks to God, today, the wave of event has actually opened the eyes of everybody. The work is being made easy for BDF because everybody now come to understand that this terrorist is not all about BDF. It's not all about Biafra. It's about everybody. So every 40 state of Biafra land, you have to wake up, find a way that you will defend yourself. Yes, because we are already short of resources to be able to take care of everything because of all the sabotage of these splinter groups. So you all have to wake up to come and join and support. You all have to wake up, go into your trenches, wake up and get your weapons, wake up and get your tools so that you can defend yourself, because the terrorists have spiraled from Calabar, Oron, Uyo, coming down to Anambra, Abia, and they are coming. While we are blocking them in Enugu and Imo, they are now trying to enter from the other side and they are coming. So if you are sleeping, they will cut your babies in your sleep. It's better you wake up. The announcement that you got, oh, they invaded Ibekwara in a Cross River. They invaded Oron in Akwa Ibom. It is just the beginning. Oh. So all of you need to wake up. When they try to invade the River State, the youth of Rivers cut them to pieces. You, what are you doing in your own closet, in your own surrounding? It is time you wake up. Wake up to face the needful. Don't be distracted, though, because the terrorists are coming. They are not coming to live with you. They are coming to eliminate you and take over your lands. That is the sole aim. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu they say, the terrorists that are worse more than Boko Haram are coming. Yes. Terrorists that are worse more than Boko Haram are coming. And when they come, their plan is to eliminate you, take over your lands, rape your women and children, and cut off all heads. And their oligarchies will sponsor them and protect them and give them all the protection that they need, because their sole aim and objective is not to come and see you. No, rather, but to destroy you and to take over your lands. To wake up everyone. Tomorrow, all of you should make sure Biafra Defense Forces videos circulate all over the social media. These are the men and women that you have to celebrate tomorrow. You have to celebrate them for what? For their gallantry. Yes. You have to celebrate them for what they have done, for how they have defended Biafra land, for how they have not allowed your babies, women, and children to now become part and parcel of the IDP camps. You have to make sure this video of BDF, everywhere you have them and know them, bring them all out. Circulate them all over the social media. This should be your celebration tomorrow. This is how you remember and sing the praises of the men and women that are actually protecting your land. These are the men and women that are in the trenches as we speak. These are the men and women that are not asleep. It is not time for you to come and celebrate Sonny or celebrate Okenkere. No, our APM, or even celebrate our PM this time. No. The men that you have to celebrate are these men that are taking the bullet. These are the men and women that you have to celebrate tomorrow if you have anything to celebrate. They are the people that will protect and defend Biafra land and to keep it away from the terrorists. They are the people that will fight in the trenches. They are the people that will make sure your babies, women, and children are not taken as refuge. They are the people that will make sure over 300 of you are not kidnapped in your schools. They are the people that protect and keep you. Without Biafra Defense Forces, you are nothing. Without Biafra Defense Forces, there is no Biafra. Without the military of a country, you are nothing. So it's time everybody wake up to understand this. That your hopes are only embedded in Biafra. And where you have to make it happen is in your BDF. I'll be posting out many more videos from BDF. Whichever way that you know how to do the videos and to put it in a very good way, please do it. Beautify it the more and let the world see and know that these are the men and women that have sacrificed for you to have Biafra. These are the men that you need to celebrate. Celebrate them and give them the strength. Celebrate them and give them a gemma so that they can be able to get more logistics to defend your land. If the babies and women and children of Zamfara, Plateau, Benue had men and women like this, they will not be running away from their lands to Cameroon to seek refuge. They will not go and become refugees in Cameroon. So that is why after the 2nd December, what you are supposed to do is to continue to fight Nigeria with everything in your blood. Fighting them diplomatically, politically, socially, internationally, mentally, and otherwise. Fighting them from the homeland, military-wise. Fighting them physically. Fighting them with everything. That is why, while they are packing dead bodies of babies, women, and children in the far north, you are not packing dead bodies. Your 300 babies are not kidnapped in their kindergarten. Your 300 babies are not kidnapped in their schools. Your nursery 1 and nursery 2 children are not kidnapped in their schools. Why? Because there is Biafra Defense Forces. These are the men you have to celebrate tomorrow. Know their worth and remember that these are the men that have given you the reason to say there is Biafra. Okay? These are the men you need to celebrate. Don't celebrate us in exile. Don't celebrate even what we have done so far in exile. Celebrate the men and women that has made Biafra land to be safe. And also, continue to ask all these many people, ask them, what have you achieved so far? What have you brought to the table? Ask them. Like these ones here that we're backing. Ask them, what have you brought to the table since after the 2nd December? What have you people achieved? While Okenkere that you are attacking are achieving so much in Washington, D.C. The BDF that you all are all fighting against are doing so much. I salute all of you. And please, the war has just started. You have to go and prepare yourself to fight the war because you made a formal declaration on the 2nd of December. On the 2nd of December, you made a formal declaration that you are ready for war, to fight it diplomatically, politically, socially, internationally, mentally, physically, spiritually, military-wise, locally, and otherwise in the homeland. It is time to fight the fight. You have not fought the fight yet. It's not time for celebration. But celebrate the men and women that are fighting the fight. Yes, celebrate them. But continue to give them what is needed, because you have not restored Biafra yet. You have not gotten your independence yet. You are still asking America to give you recognition. You're still fighting to get your lands back. You have not taken control of your lands yet. Nigerian terrorist resistance still roams in Biafra land. The governors and the senators of one Nigeria are still in Biafra land. The police and the army and the Air Force and the Navy and the Bubagu and all the terrorists of Nigeria, they are still in Biafra land. Until when you have finished this long war of removing them, you now know that you are in full control of your land and you have taken everything back. So for now, it's time for the war to begin diplomatically, politically, internationally, locally, military-wise, physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, and otherwise. I wish you all happy anniversary of the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra. Tomorrow marks 1 year anniversary since 2nd December of 2024 that you all put your signature. 517 delegates voted to unanimously adopt the self-referendum result from Biafran people of over 50 million. Yes. So tomorrow marks 1 year anniversary since you did that declaration, that formal declaration. After doing the formal declaration, you have to go to the war. Let us go to the war and fight the war. Thank you all, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama give us all the strength to fight the war of Biafra that we have declared. Yes, we will fight to finish, because our supreme leader is still fighting. He has not backed down yet. If he had backed down, he wouldn't have allowed himself to be sent to prison. But because he is not backing down, he is still standing his ground. That is why he said, Biafra or nothing. If you like, send me to prison. If you like, say you want to kill me. It doesn't change anything. It is Biafra that is our mandate. I salute all of you and see you all tomorrow. Happy 1 year anniversary of Biafra Declaration of Independence, restoration. Ndewo, Ndewo. And celebrate your men and women that are making it happen, the BDF. Ndewo to all of you.